FIBA international referees completing the officiating crew. It is San Beda versus Benilde. Game number 3 for the right to face the Letran Knights in the finals. It is underway, and the first crack at the basket here for the Benilde Blazers, who are still, riding high with that confidence that they had in game number 2. And Allen Liwag, reigning MVP, opens the scoring with a mid-range J.
And I believe that's the right play for St. Benilde. They really have to go to Allen Liwag right away and get him involved in the offense. Kasi kakailanganin nila yung production nito ni Allen Liwag para makalagpas sa game na to.
Of course, Allen Liwag has had a difficult time against the defense of the San Beda Red Lions. Maganda lagi yung game plan sa kanya nila Coach Yuri. Brian Sahonia couldn't make the shot. Here comes Tony Inot. Quickly to Sanchez, who gets a start today. Justin sprays out to Rafi Celis. A lot of time here to work with. Ian Torres. Torres steps back for the jumper. Off the heel that time.
So that's a great shot by Torres kasi mataas yung kumpiyansa nito ni Ian Torres ngayon eh. So ibibigay mo talaga yung mga ganyan tira sa kanya.
Renzo, I wonder how Miller will bounce back in this game. 1 game absence. First game that he didn't play here in season 101, which is unusual. He had the knee contusion right before the game. We'll see how he'll respond here in game number 3. Nigel Gonzalez quickly to John T. Miller here, who's looking for a teammate. Bounce pass, Serzo, pinasa pa sa gitna. Yukin puts it up in there.
And that's what's great with San Beda. They're all willing passers. Celso already had a shot there, pero nakita niya si Yukin na mas open dun sa gitna eh. Mas madali yung tira.
Unselfish basketball from the San Beda Red Lions. And now let's pass it to our courtside reporter for the first story of the game. Let's hear it from Christine San Agustin.
Thank you, Martin. Both teams came ready for this do-or-die games as they are coming in as complete units today for San Beda. That means the comeback of John T. Miller after his injury, but for Benilde, this means that they're organizing their offense and strengthening their defense more to keep pace with a fully reinforced opponent. As Coach Charles Chu emphasized, forcing a third game was only half the battle. This won't mean anything unless they commit to outworking San Beda. All for now, Martin and Renzo.
Thanks, Christine. They know how tough San Beda is. Talking about, of course, Coach Charles Chu and the rest of the coaching staff from the Benilde Blazers. And this has been the game plan for them in the first few plays. Activate Allen Liwag.
Well, that's really what they should do eh. Kasi napakalaking weapon na to ni Allen Liwag eh. Napakalaking bagay niya dyan sa loob. So, dapat ma-maximize mo talaga siya. And you really have to make the defense of San Beda work. And in order to do that, kailangan bigyan mo ng maraming action itong si Allen Liwag.
Allen Liwag, 9 points, 15 rebounds in that Game 2 win. 2-4 is the tally. Both baskets coming from Liwag so far for the Blazers. Miller. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the first. Jonty, the pull-up jumper is good. Showing us that he hasn't missed a step.
Well, that was a tough shot for John T. Miller. Tony Inot was right in front of him. That was heavily contested, but John T. Miller was able to make it.
Rafi Celis on the floater, gets the roll.
And for Benilde, that's the right idea. You really have to attack itong si John T. Miller and make him work on defense as well. Kasi makakapagod din sa kanya yun eh. And kapag nasushutan mo siya, it can also affect his confidence.
That's right. And he is getting doubled here. Gonzalez, Sahonia, all day. Boom!
And that's a big shot for Brian Sahonia. You can never leave a guy open. Lalo na kung si Brian Sahonia yun.
16 points for Sahonia in Game 2. Inot off the flyby. Inot answers right back with his own long bomb.
What about the answer of Tony Inot with that fake and making that three-pointer?
Sahonia was close to the hole, just couldn't make the shot. Rafi Celis nagmamadali. Might have stepped on a defender on his way to the basket because he was, well, it felt like he got tripped.
Well, I was actually surprised. there were 5 Beda guys there, and he opted to attack that defense.
Ito, tignan natin yung nangyari. Rafi Celis with it. Okay. It was a misstep from Rafi Celis. Nonetheless, they called the foul against the Red Lions. Coach Yuri is wondering where the foul was.
Even Coach Charles Chu, he agrees na nadulas lang itong si Rafi Celis. But I think there was a contact after the slip with Nigel Gonzalez.
Yun yung tinawag nila, no? Okay. Celis on the second one did not play in game 1 because he was rushed to the ER. Good to see him back on the court. Flourishing for Benil. Played 18 minutes in game 2. 11-7 lead. Early lead here for the Blazers. Brian Zahonia left it short. Celis snatching the rebound. Rafi Celis is on the move. Celis with the left hand draws a foul again.
Well, Rafi Celis plays an important role for the Benil Blazers because he's the one guarding itong si Brian Zahonia, and whenever he gets that defensive rebound, he can go all the way to the other side to score that basketball.
That's right. That was the basket by Jonty Miller, countered by this floater by Rafi Celis, who is making noise early for Benilde. And this is the start Coach Charles envisioned for Game 3.
Well, talking about the Benilde Blazers, they really have to go fast. They need to run against San Beda. Kasi alam mo, pag nakaset na yung depensa nitong San Beda, pinagandaan ka talaga ng maayos niyan. Yung scouting report nila, napakaganda. So, kailangan mo damihan yung chances mo na makascore. And in order to do that, kailangan mong bilisan yung laro.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're turning up the tempo. Here in the first frame, Gonzalez, the mid-range jumper, left it short. And here comes Benilde looking to compound on this lead, 13-7. Torres, Celis, got Miller to bite. Back out to Enot. 8 to shoot, good pass. Allen Liwag just couldn't make the layup.
Well, that was a great pass by Tony Enot, and I thought Justin Sanchez was wide open below the rim. Hindi nga lang nakita ni Allen Liwag.
Pagkakataong bumawi para sa San Beda there. Off to a slower start. Miller again knocking it down from mid-range. Red Lions, though, are still down by 4. We got a timeout, our first one in the game. Balik sa ating laban. You guys are watching game number 3 between Benilde and San Beda. It is a 4-point lead so far for the Benilde Blazers. Martin Javier with Renzo Navarro here in the broadcast. What can you say about the start of the Benilde Blazers here, Renzo?
Well, that's definitely the start that they want. Talagang mataas yung energy kasi lahat sila kayang tumakbo eh. And again, like what I mentioned earlier, once na nakaset na yung depensa ng San Beda, mahirap nang basagin yan eh. Sobrang taas ng disiplina nila sa defense. Sobrang ganda ng scouting report nila and ng schemes nila. So you really have to go fast. You really have to go quick.
And for San Beda, initially, at least first few plays, they look tentative. They look a little bit tense offensively.
Well, actually, yung dalawang shots ni Miller, hindi na parang broken play na eh. Even the three-pointer of Brian Zahonia, nagkaroon lang ng double dito kay Miller, na-release yung bola, nakita nila si Brian Zahonia in the corner, kaya nakakuha ng three-pointer.
That's right. Wala pa talagang solid execution. Liwag again, missing at the rim. Oh, Yukian is down. Oh, that's Bismarck Lina rather, down on the floor, fighting for the basketball.
And that was the second missed layup para dito kay Allen Liwag. So yung depensa talaga ni Bismarck Lina. Naiilang itong si Allen eh.
So this is the first entry for Bismarck Lina. Pinalitan si Joe Celso. Also our first change in personnel in the game. Gonzalez over to Miller. Napasa ni Tony Inot. 15 left on San Beda's 24. But you like the aggressiveness. You know, body language wise, iba yung itinatakbo at iba yung aura ngayon ng Benilde.
Well, I think ito rin talaga yung tamang starting five for CSB eh. Kasi very athletic, hindi ka magsasuffer masyado sa height kasi ang lalaki rin eh. And at the same time, kayang-kayang tumakbo. Napakabilis din ng lineup. Kaya I think it's the perfect lineup to start against San Beda.
Too strong for John T. Miller. Rebound is collected by Torres. And here comes Ian Torres against Gonzalez. Flip pass to Liwag. Inot is open for three. Inot knocks it down.
That's a great pass from Allen Liwag actually. Good read for Tony Inot because John T. Miller went under the screen. Wide open yung three-pointer na yun.
Biggest lead established by Benilde. Tony Inot with 2 3-pointers. John T. Miller swatted away by Allen Liwag. And here comes Benilde again. Torres could not sneak it through. They were looking for a foul. None was given. San Beda has the numbers. John T. Miller counted and the foul.
But I don't think John T. Miller would miss two in a row.
Look at this. This is our Yakult Instant Replay para may tulong protect dyan. Yakult with 8B LCS in every bottle that may reach the intestines alive. LCS helps balance good and bad bacteria to improve digestion and boost immunity. Kaya drink Yakult every day. Panalo ka dyan. Panalo yung move ni John T. Miller.
That was a strong move by John T. Miller. And that was against Tony Inot, na very athletic guard din. It's really hard to get a basket against Tony Inot.
That's right. Meantime, nagpalit na ng point guard itong si Coach Yuri Escueta. Jimmy Reyes is now on the floor. And John T. completes the three-point play. He has been producing big here in the first quarter. 7 already for John T. Miller. Inot. Tony attacks. Tony off the glass and in. He has 8 points for Benilde.
And it's just too easy for Tony Inot in this first quarter. Talagang naka-counter niya yung coverage ng San Beda against him.
Miller off the cross. Miller! Another and one for John T. Miller.
And again, it's just too easy for John T. Miller. He really finds a lot of ways to score that basketball.
Is that move by Tony Inot gliding to the rim, countered by a fired up John T. Miller, who gets his second straight continuation play.
I think a little miscommunication on the pick and roll coverage on the side of Benilde that time. I think si Tony Inot was forcing itong si John T. Miller to go baseline. Pero itong si Allen Liwag parang mag-hedge eh. So nagkaroon ng open lane itong si John T. Miller for that layup.
Miller really made the defense pay in that sequence. Reyes guarding Ancheta, who is now in the game. Zed Etulie, promising rookie also in the contest. Moel Morales, nasa lineup na rin ng Benilde. Wow! Ancheta nailing that one over Bismarck Lina.
And that's a great read for Ancheta, and sobrang patient nung tira niya na yun. Talagang inantay niya lang magkaroon ng opening.
I thought that was going to be a third consecutive and one play for John T. Miller. But you like this move by Ancheta. Getting to his spot, shooting over the big guy. Dropping it through, announcing his entry in the game. John T. in the last few plays, Renzo, inaatake yung depensa ng Benilde.
Well, this is going to be a problem for CSB because we know San Beda executes very well. Pero pag ganito na nag-take over na si John T. Miller, he's not even calling any plays. He's just calling for a ball screen and he's just attacking the defense of the Benilde Blazers. So this is going to be a problem for them if John T. continues this activity.
He is almost single-handedly kept San Beda in this game. This is going to be an offensive foul on Ancheta. Reyes being a pest on the defensive end. Yeah. Ancheta getting Jimmy's head that time. So 20-17 here in the first. Balik sa ating laban. San Beda versus Benilde. And we're seeing a good exchange for both teams. Tony Inot has scored big in the first quarter. He has 8 points for the Blazers.
And it's a very high scoring quarter for both teams. Benilde with 20 points and Beda with 17. And meron pa tayong 3 minutes and 20 remaining for this quarter.
That's right. Both teams shooting very well. Tony Inot, very offensive-minded today. 19 points in the previous one. Ito, ang kapatid po ni Tony Inot. And assuming this is the mom right beside him.
Well, he's actually playing for San Sebastian Staglets.
Yeah.
Yes. Yung kapatid ni Tony Inot, same energy yan.
Tingin mo, susunod sa yapak, ano? Pwede, no?
Pwede. Pero point guard yan eh. Si Tony Inot kasi medyo off guard eh.
So, Inot fam in attendance as we resume this ball game. 20-17. Red Lions have a chance to inch closer. Bismarck Lina against Sean Umali, who is also in the basketball game.
6.1 seconds on the clock.
That's just great defense for Sean Umali, avoiding yung na matawagan siya ng foul, pero hindi rin nakakuha ng espasyo itong si Bismarck Lina.
Brian Sahonia checks back in, replacing John T. Miller. This is an interesting decision from the San Beda Red Lions. Miller has 12 points, 12 of their 17 so far. Reyes had to put it up. Sanchez denies him. Ian Torres, hang time. Puno gets it. Jomel, hinarang ni Morales. Now we got a whistle. Wow. So, for Moel Morales, limited action on the court. This is gonna be his third foul.
That's a great recovery for the San Beda Red Lions. So they turned the ball over and they went back to defense right away. Yun yung disiplina na sinasabi natin sa San Beda Red Lions eh. Talagang even if they commit a turnover or if they miss a shot, talagang babalik lang sila sa depensa agad.
That's right. Jumel Puno at the free throw line. We saw shades of pre-injury. Jumel Puno in game number 2. Had 14 points, was their third leading scorer. 9 boards as well. Had a golden chance to give them that finals berth. Just missed it at the rim.
And he even hit a lot of mid-range jumper during that game. And that's something na hindi talaga niya tinitira madalas eh. Pero in that game, he was very on point.
Here's the drive by Sanchez. Scoop to the hoop for Justin Sanchez.
And that's the way to break that zone by San Beda. You really have to attack middle para magko-collapse yung zone and then you move the ball around until you find an opening.
First basket for Sanchez today. Etulie. Puno, nakabuelo. This is our featured matchup today. Puno and Sanchez. Lina, no, too strong. Puno, almost getting it. Umali comes away with the basketball.
2 minutes.
And here comes Sean. Torres scans, sends it out. Morales left there with 3 fouls. 10 on the 24. Celis. Oh, ran into a Bismarck Lina wall. And Lina is called for the foul.
And you gotta love the energy of Rafi Celis. He's the one defending yung mga scorers nitong San Beda, but on the offensive end, siya rin ang umaatake.
And this is a nice move coming from Justin Sanchez, but you're right. You know, Rafi Celis has been a factor offensively for Benilde. 6 points. At bonus yan para kay Coach Charles because that relieves their other scorers of their responsibilities in scoring. Medyo nakaka-relax sila ng konti, nakakapagpahinga.
Tama, and he can defend multiple positions.
That's right.
Talking about Rafi Celis, so pwede siya sa mga point guard. And pag napunta naman siya sa mga guards, pwede rin siya mag-switch sa big pag may mga pick and roll action.
That's right. Very mobile. Kayang sumabay sa mga guardia. Kanina si Sahonia yung bumabantay sa kanya. So, first step pa lang nito ni Rafi Celis, medyo naiwanan na yung depensa niya.
Very athletic din kasi talaga And even yung free throw shooting niya, sobrang nakakatulong for CSB right now. He's 6 out of 6 on that free throw line.
Jake Aspay just checked in for the Blazers. Pinalitan niya si Rafi Celis. Gonzalez, Miri, short again, Sahonia. Brian, drive, sends it out, extra pass, Jonty for 3. Ooh, halfway down. Gaspay tracks the ball down. Sanchez, no. Back the other way we go. Ito na si Brian Sahonia. Sahonia will attack. Sahonia heavily bothered by Sanchez. And there is a whistle underneath against the Blazers. If it's on Morales, that's going to be number 4. Oh no, it's on Sanchez. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sanchez wanted to tag the basketball. Nahagip yung braso ni Joe Celso.
Well, I want to talk about Brian Sahonia kasi he's been trying to attack and look for his points the past few possessions, but I think he has to realize na yung depensa ng Benilde Blazers medyo naka-focus din sa kanya because of the absence of John T. Miller last game. Siya yung naging focal point nung offense ng San Beda. So medyo naka-focus yung Benilde sa kanya ngayon. So kailangan niya maging medyo facilitator para sa San Beda kasi napakaraming opening na nakikreate nung pag-atake niya.
That's right. Joe Celso at the free throw line here. Second one. First miss from the line for San Beda. But he'll get another one. Celis, by the way, 6 out of 6 from the free throw line already. Has been perfect. Has almost equaled the output of the entire San Beda team. But one more for Joe Celso. So, they're still perfect. 8 out of 8. 21-24. Here in the first frame. Ancheta. Nagbababa ng bola. Again, Gonzalez is on him. One of the best defensive guards that we have in the league. Tony. Back to Inot. 5 to shoot. Tony decides to pull the trigger. Off to the left. And there's a push underneath.
Well, hindi masyadong umikot yung ball at that time for the St. Benilde Blazers. I think they're really trying to attack itong si John T. Miller. But that's a great defensive stop coming from John T. Miller and the San Pedro Red Lions. Talagang hindi nila binigyan ng espasyo yung dive nito ni Sean Umali. Kaya walang mahanap si Tony Inot na papasahan.
Forced him to take the shot, but Umali will proceed to the free throw line after the foul. Both teams in the penalty already. Lina will replace Celso. Umali his first trip to the free throw line. So Big Sean. Assad, a solid year for the Benilde Blazers. His first year with the Blazers. spent a few seasons. You know him very well with the LPU Pirates.
I'm actually very impressed with Sean O'Malley sa season 101 na to.
Yeah.
Not with his numbers, but the way he approached yung role niya para sa Benilde Blazers. Like, of course, you have Alan Liwag, you have Justin Sanchez and all those guys. And siya yung bagong papasok eh. And for him to accept that main guy role to a support role, napaka-impressive yan for Sean.
At saka paiba-iba yung naging role niya this season as they forced the turnover on Miller. Because for the most part, in the classification round, wala pong Alin Liwag. He was injured. So, aside from being the support center in a few games, siya yung naging main guy nila sa opensa.
Oh, yun yung maturity rin na meron itong si Sean O'Malley. Yung adjustment niya from one role to another. In a span of 3 months nung season na, itong buong season na to, papalit-palit eh.
So, you can say this is a battle-tested Sean O'Malley that they're fielding in game number 3. This is Justin Sanchez against his former teammate. How you can denies Justin. These two players, they've known each other since high school.
And that's a great block by Yuki and Andrada. We all know Justin Sanchez has the foot speed advantage. Pero Yuki and Andrada was able to stay in front of him and get that block.
And you can tell how impactful that was based on Yukian's reaction afterwards. He was fired up. 3.8 for Benilde on their clock. Lina interferes and they steal the ball. Andrada, enough for a heave. Miller! Too strong. And the first quarter comes to a close. There is a 5-point lead maintained by the Benilde Blazers. We'll see if they can continue when we come back. Casual clothes lang si Coach Allen. Of course, he's always scouting, he's always working.